Sorry guys, I had we're having a thunderstorm in this area and my internet went off. So hopefully we can stay connected this time. We'll just have to see. It looks like the charts have possibly disconnected. Let's do a refresh and see where we are. Okay, it looks like we're connected again. I am having a thunderstorm, so there may be some blinking of the the charts aren't moving. That one just moved. Okay, we're moving. Apologize for that. We had a thunderstorm and my power went out. We're still undergoing the thunderstorm. Hopefully it won't disconnect again. Just had a big lightning strike and pow, cut me off. Hopefully we're good now. Looking for reversals right up here at that 4-hour high.
You folks have no idea what honey and cinnamon can do for your brain. I'm 82 years old, and just a few months ago, I could barely remember.
poking through that high. That's the entire range for the whole Asia and now London. We took the Asia high. We were going over after that 25% right there, or if we were coming back to the open at midnight. Or just back to the info. your name in the chat so I know you're here. I can see who you are. If you'll notice, I made a mistake earlier. I mentioned this when I was on the other one, but it got lost power. I've got a long position and a short position. I got long on this one, and then it took a dip. And rather than taking the loss, I put in this short position, expecting that even if we do trade up here, we'll eventually come back down to here, and I can at very least mitigate my loss. Might even make some money on it. The long and the short of it. It doesn't appear to want to do anything quickly this evening. This was a pretty quick run up. NQ went back to the top of the week opening gap. Both of them left the lows. That's the pre-market low right here for London. Lending to the idea that we revisit that area as soon as we find a high that we're happy with. Notice this says look for a reversal here, not take a reversal here. I don't want to put a limit order there. I think we could trade to that dotted line. Or make an all-time high. This thing needs to do something quickly. So this position will remain in place until New York session. Since you're just joining me, I'll show you what I got going. I didn't want to take that loss because I felt like even if we do start offering, I think this is our target. And so when we started moving down, rather than just killing this position and taking the loss, I put in a short position, theorizing that even if we do take that high, we're going to offer back down to settlement at some point tomorrow. We'll want to fill this gap at some point tomorrow, so I can just wait until that high gets taken, take this position off, and then this one, as it goes back to settlement, will either get me to break even or I might even make some profit on it. So, and the way I track that is my personal daily loss limit shows how much I'm down on that position. And so it's right about, I think I was like $60 or $70 when I first got in the position. And if you do two MES rather, and one MNQ, they don't always, sometimes you need to do 3 of these and 1 of those, but they track relatively evenly, where you're only going to stay like $50 in the hole, 50, 60 bucks. I have had some days where they gotten out of sync and it got real bad and I just had to kill the position. But for the most part, they track pretty evenly. And so you can mitigate your loss by taking a counter position in the other contract. And if my hypo is correct that we take this high or possibly even this, I could be a little bit more upside down because it is a further distance to there for NQ. But it's not going to put me in the hole $200 or $300. It's only going to be like maybe $70, $80, which will be fine. And then if we get a reversal pattern, then I just take this position off and let this one come back closer to my entry. You don't want to do this with minis. I've done it. I've done it with 2 minis over here and 1 over here, and then they got out of sync and it got bad. We got real bad real quick. Or if your reversal pattern fails, it can get really bad really quick. But you can safely do it with these micros. Then worst case scenario, if they, if I'm completely wrong, we hit here and we just keep going up and up and up, I just flatten off right there. And then this is all I lose on the trade, is that right there. If I'm completely wrong, that $50 is all I'll be losing. And the nice thing about this is you don't have to sit here and watch it like a hawk. You can leave it running. Actually, I put this on about 9 o'clock and I went to bed. We had a big thunderstorm rolling through and heard a bunch of thunder and everything, and I got up and I just checked to see how close we were getting to that 4-hour high, and we were moving that way, so I decided to get up and put a trade on. But if it doesn't want to make its way there pretty quickly, I would say in the next 3 to 4 minutes we should start pushing that direction. And if it doesn't want to do that, then I'll just leave it on until New York session. It's not going to get me way out of whack. You do run the risk of missing your reversal pattern in that situation, but if you miss it, you just hit flatten all, you go ahead and take your loss. I could have taken it down here. I could have just said, okay, I was wrong in taking it right there. But this gives you an opportunity to still be right. You're right on your direction, but wrong on your entry. Well, this gives you the opportunity to still be right, because I'm thinking here and then back down to here, at least by New York Open. And with these micros, it's not going to get me that far out of line. Even if at New York Open we push a little higher, it's not going to bother. It's not going to get us out of whack too far. The danger you run is when we get here and it looks like a reversal pattern and you kill this position and then it goes higher. In that situation, you can get upside down real quick. So you just, if you were wrong, just flatten it, wait for a better opportunity. See, this looks like a reversal pattern right here. We poked the opening range high, we still left the pre-market low down here. It could be a reversal pattern. Or it could just be running for these lows and ranging like we've done all night long. Range, 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 range. Until you have something decisive to go on, just leave it in place. Don't mess with it. We did start moving somewhere in the 3-minute window I talked about. I would like to see it take these lows and continue up, or leave them and continue up. Either one of those scenarios will be fine with me. Let's go back to the 5-minute. On the 5-minute chart, it would be volume imbalance there. Already took that low. Could offer all the way back down to the bottom. You can see how they're getting a little bit more out of whack there, because it was at 50, now it's at 59, 56, but it's ultimately it's tracking very well. I like to see it stay within that window. Something I've never thought about. Silver moves a lot faster than this, but like crude oil or something that moves opposite, and typically like silver here. Let's see what silver did from the open today. Okay, so it has a similar pattern to what we did here. We opened, we pushed down, we took out a low here, and now we're offering back higher. So it wouldn't really help you like it be an opposite, exact opposite. It has a similar pattern. If you ever look at a bunch of these things, you'll find that nearly every one of them run a similar pattern. The US dollar is supposed to run opposite of all of this, but it doesn't usually, or it hasn't been. So let's look at its 5-minute. Since so there's at 6 p.m. open right there. Right here. And this is 10 minutes delayed. So it looks quite a bit different. But usually if the dollar is going down, equities will go up. That's the way it's supposed to work. But the dollar looks to be in a range here. We did take that high. And now this is the daily chart. So we just went up and down, basically creating dojis. Preferably, we would like to see the dollar go up and the equities going down. There are some relative equal highs here that it could take that would lend to that. That one didn't quite get there. And then we have this one that it could trade to. And how is this doing with, like, say, recent swing low weekly chart? CE, fair value gap on the daily. I marked some stuff out on this a while back. So let's just do this. Remove 20 drawings. And let's look at that weekly chart right now. So the dollar is looking similar to the indexes. Well, not really. The index has been going up and up and up and up through all this time. This is back in January. So yeah, the indexes would be kind of opposite of that. And then we got into a chop fest here. The dollar's been in a chop fest for a long time. But March, that's the tariff news. When the tariff news hit, equities fell out of bed, and then they started their march back up. I don't know, we poked that one on the weekly, and we've been ticking back up each week. We just took that one, pulled back, going up. So yeah, I could see the weekly chart working into this. That level right there. May take a week to get there. Is this one, did it get taken? Yeah, it did. And we pulled back a little. So potential fair value gap on the weekly forming. Now let's go to the daily. Wicked into that. Let's go to the 1 hour. Wow, the 1 hour is just doing nothing. It's just chopping around like the equities. But we did take a low, fair value gap to the upside. Didn't want to take that high. With those, if we could push higher in the next hour or so, that would push the equities down. So we kind of want this to stay down, maybe try to reach one of these lows. Man, we're just ripping right straight down. I'm gonna go after those pre-market lows prior to. See, we're getting out of whack here too. $75 in the hole now. We may not want that high. I think we're going to take it. I really do. All of this, I mean, we did break that range. We had a fair value gap here. Wicked into it. How far can we reasonably expect to go down? I mean, there's a fair value, there's a breaker right here to the upside. Could just be returning to it and then we go right back up. Or we could go take that opening range low and pre-market low. It looks like London wants to range exactly the same way that all the other markets range. And that might be what we have today. We may just have a range day. And that's why I have that position on, because I wasn't going to take a loss when we're just going to be ranging right back to it. You can see now we're getting pretty far out. We're almost $100 in the hole. We because NQ is falling much further than ES is falling. Or actually, I'm incorrect. NQ is not falling as fast as ES is falling. That's 25% of the NWOG. Kind of missed an opportunity there. But this is ambiguous. That would be our breaker. Yeah. Probably could have sold short, or could have killed this position, booked the $100 and whatever dollars it was, and then waited for it to return back down to here, get close. I get bored and start chasing rabbits. But this one definitely, I could have mitigated the loss right there for sure. But you never know. We may have just been sweeping those. This little candle right here, had I been paying attention, I would have taken this one off at that point. Not much of an opening range, really. 100 points. Man, it is really falling. London Bridge is falling down. Half the NWOG right there. I think NQ just took its pre-market low. Yeah, it just did. Just ranging, guys, just ranging. almost $100 deep. Kind of wish I wouldn't have been paying attention there, because we would not be $100 deep. We'd be about 300 to the green. try to book a little more profit here. Hopefully we can get back down to here. I kind of want this to stay. I'm going to try to get it, put the short back on when it gets to here, possibly. It's a real pivotal moment. We need to respect this fair value gap and start offering higher. At least up to this yellow line here. But we could just dance in between those. Kind of want to take a long here, but I don't want to get in a jam. We got two long positions. I'll try it. Worst case scenario, just take it off. Ideally, I want that to get to where we're positive here. I'm gonna flatten this one. Oh man, I flattened everything. We're at 30 bucks. Just that 50% line here is important. I was just gonna kill that one and leave the other one running for a possible move back to the high. That's probably better. We did it that way. So could have lost 100 bucks, only lost 30. that was a pretty aggressive move down. We did take settlement here. But I think we're just going to be working this end log a little bit more. We went back to 50, back to 25. Immediate rebalance. Validated breaker off a settlement. Another fair value gap here. We'll try one more, just see if it gives us a bump back to the end log high. Just trying to get back to this end log. I'm going to get rid of opening range here just because I want to see that end log clearly. We're filling in that fair value gap. So chances are we're going to offer back down to this. Or this. Very pivotal moment. Definitely offering back down. Took that wick. Took out this fair value gap. This is bad. This is bad. Fair value gap right here, but we're offering back down. Probably to here. That's one thing about playing these quadrants. It's not a high probability situation. Does price bounce in between them? Yes. Does that mean you can predict where it's going next? No, it doesn't. Doesn't mean that at all. So, yes, you can play them. I shouldn't be playing them, especially not at 3 o'clock in the morning, but I am. So, already in. I'm gonna hopefully I can get back up to this one, but it looks like we're gonna be offering though, probably all the way to the bottom of the end wall. I think my best bet here is just to kill this one I could take a short over here for 2 and offset it again, but you want to cancel all your take profit and stop losses. And the hypo then would be that we trade down to here. I don't know if I want to get involved in that again. I think I'm just going to take my loss and go back to bed. See what the morning has for us. Because now I've got to wait until a whole bunch of crazy stuff happens before I can even kill this position. I think I'm just going to kill it. If we want to push higher here, I'll let it. Maybe I can get back to even. That was an unnecessary $20 loss. I like that we did not offer to this one. And that increases the likelihood that we're going to offer to that. And it also increases the likelihood that we could offer to this. These aren't really pertinent right now. My average entry 25. This is at 30. 25 just beneath it. Yeah, this could grow some legs. This could grow some legs. Personal daily loss limit is back to 0, so I've completely mitigated any losses I've had. See if we can get some profit out of it. If ES gets above that dotted line right there, we got a chance. We got a chance. We're going to the end log at least. Right here, that's our 25% line. Volume imbalance, we could offer all the way back down to it. Hopefully not. I'm not going to expect much more than that new week opening gap high at 456. And that would just put me at a $100 bill. Could try to take out these highs and go to that blue line at 596 or 600. That would be sweet. $700 in the middle of the night. That'd be real sweet. But we need to start heading there. see us go there as quickly as we came down here. ES may bounce off of this one. And that'll drag us back down there too. I would prefer it not. We didn't even make it to 50 over here. Or here. It's the next logical place. No, don't like that. Back down to that quadrant. We're going all the way to the bottom of the end log again. Leaving those highs right there. Why wouldn't we take those? That volume imbalance. I didn't want to see it come back down to it, but it's okay if it did, because that's our fair value gap to the upside. Right here. We need to see it pop back up right here. These are big swings though. We take the quadrants off completely. That wouldn't make me think we were offering to that lower quadrant. Maybe I'll have more confidence holding this trade. green. That's good. Don't do that. Don't do that. I've been moving my stop to break even quite a bit and getting stopped out at break even like 99.999% of the time. I'm tempted to here, but the way we worked into this fair value gap and then pulled immediately away, still leaving all these highs, we could just fall right back out of bed, I suppose, but I think we have some upside potential here. It's scary to buy when we just saw a big rip like that, but it runs liquidity like that, so you kind of just have to jump in and grit your teeth and bear it. That's where you need to be buying, at the bottom, not at the top. I know you don't want to leave those, but I don't want to see you come back down there because that means we're in a range. These highs need to go. They need to go bad. And that would put us up here probably at the open, or maybe even midnight, the top of the end log. I don't know that we're going to make that blue line though. We're going to really have to start rocketing up. Blow through it and run. It's actually in the macro. First hour of London session has been completed. Almost 5 minutes. I think this is going to stop me at break even. We're ranging right here, so I'm going to kill it and put a little profit in the box. Maybe I try to get back in this fair value gap area here if it gets down that low. How bad am I in the hole now? 51 bucks. Top of the hour is coming up. 3 minutes. This one's really been doing a good job of working these quadrants. caught right in the middle of one. Top of the hour in 1 minute. See how it worked those volume imbalances and then popped right back up? The market doesn't like to leave gaps. And we should take these highs now. And hopefully we keep running. I want to stay above the halfway point of that wick right there, preferably. I don't like seeing that. It's unnecessary. We don't need to double tap those. The people who had their stops there just got wicked out. Why do we need to be coming all the way back down here? Is it coming after my stop? $24, $25, $23. It's just an absolute chop fest. It's going to those highs though. I'm not going to freak out about it. It may offer all the way back to round number first, but it's going to those highs. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. If it's a definite maybe not, then maybe I should take this off. That wicked it right there. So now we should push higher. If we don't, then I gotta kill it. Lose some more money. It could be working this range right here. Bottom of the range, top of the range. I don't like to see it offer to a fair value gap that many times. It usually means it's going to be violated. So we really need to pop here. We do have a gap in the market right here and there. It needs to at least go to there. This is why I don't like trading in the middle of a range. I would much rather get into a position at an extreme. Like this red line and that blue line. Much easier price action, much easier to trade. It's either going to reverse there or it's not. You don't have a whole lot of hanging out like we're getting right now. You don't have to worry about position going into the negative for an hour while it bounces around trying to decide which direction it's going to go. At this point, I'm thinking I'm getting smoked on this position. But that's a straight line that needs to fall. There's not much profit there. That volume imbalance needs to be worked, and that one does too. Not much profit. I think it would get me back to even on the night, but I mean, I'm up in the middle of the night trying to get even on $50. Really? Risking the possibility of losing 100? Why? Why? Now we took that low right here on ES. No, we didn't even take it. Didn't even take it. Yeah. I'm gonna be in the hole again. Playing these ranges is not my forte. It's gonna go all the way back to round number. Looks like to me. It wants no more upside. I don't believe it. I think it does want some more upside. Look at this, I'm already 70 bucks in the hole on this trash. Violating the fair value gap. And for what? What am I hoping to get out of this? 45 bucks? And I'm already 45 in the hole? That makes no sense. Why even bother? It better rip up there right now. I'm killing this son of a gun. I'll put my short position back in over here and go to bed. Absolute trash. When I add those two numbers together, I get 90. 28, 66, yeah, I get 90 there. All right. Wrong again, Potter, wrong again. This thing wants no upper targets. And I'm just going to let it keep falling out of bed, I guess. bottom of the new week opening gap. Can we go back up to the middle of the new week opening gap now? Or is this a fair value gap to the downside that we're going to respect? I don't think you can trust any of these PD arrays in this little situation. Not a single one of them. We're just working that gap. But we may fall out of bed here. We may be tired of working this gap. Doesn't look like we are, though. I wonder how we're doing over here on the gap. We're right at half gap on NQ. Right there, right at half gap. If we go to a 5-minute chart, we've worked that quite a bit. Took out that low, made a new low. Tried to push higher, couldn't. Back to half gap. Back to the bottom of this one. I mean, that's the next logical level as we go to here. This is a balanced range. We could take that low, I suppose. These just look prime. I mean, they're dead even, pretty much. I guess we could drop 1,000 points before we hit that high. I don't think we're going to drop much lower. I think by maybe 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, New York time, we might get back up there to the top of that new week opening gap. On the 1-minute chart, we just took that high and pulled back. Trying to make a fair value gap to the downside and failing. Volume imbalances. Everything is saying we need to go back up. We're going to poke those lows. And that's going to put me in big time in the hole. We may poke those lows. Maybe I should just put my other position back on and go to bed. Assuming we get back down here at another time. what if we run these highs and we leave this end log, or we go all the way to the top of that end log? Where would that put us over here? This candle right here formed at 415. 415, that would put us up into this range, back to 500. From 400 to 500, that would be okay. Now, if this trade ended up working out to go up there, that would be worth the risk I've put on a little bit more. If we work these relative equal highs and pushed into this RTH high, that would be even more worth it, because that would put us up at 600. Now we're talking risk reward. It's worth it. I think I just better go for low-hanging fruit. We're really liking this range. We're really liking the lower quadrant of this end log. I'll just watch it real closely. If we pop that and we don't want to go any higher, then I'll kill it. We're just loving this lower quadrant right now. I think we need to work the upper half in London. We haven't really worked it at all. This is pre-market London. No, that's the beginning. We worked it down to the 25% and then went up into here. This is 50% of the week, so we may not want to go any higher than that. We may want to leave these 4-hour highs. We may not want them. I would just like to get back in the green on this position and go to bed. See, NQ went right to that quadrant, and now we're coming back to the 50% mark with a big 1 minute candle. 31 it went to, and then we're going to drop 30 points. One quadrant to the next is 27.5 points. When you see it doing that and it's not taking lows and stuff like that, that's usually what it's doing, is working quadrants. So why didn't we take this low right there? And now we're going to. And that's right back to 400. 430. 30-point rip lower. I was almost back to even. I should have just killed it and went to bed. And we're almost back to the end log there. Still didn't take that 50% mark. I'm not liking it. I'm $70 in the hole again. taking all of them this time. I'm done messing around with it. I'm going to put this on and just assume that eventually we're going to find a low and I can kill it. $122 in the hole. I don't like trading NQ simply because it can get you so far down so quickly, even with a micro. I know y'all are probably looking at it thinking, oh, $100 is nothing. But to me, when my account's this small, $100 is something. And then look at this trash. We're pushing down. We don't take that low. I mean, we can't even make it back up to these. That just doesn't have much power at all. I'm going to leave it like that. I don't think we'll get us too far in the hole. I mean, that 1 to 2 ratio should keep us pretty even. I just don't want to play around in this trash anymore. It can stay here for the rest of the night, and I don't want to sit here and watch it do it. I could flatten it, take my loss, because this is absolute trash. We did take that low, and now we're offering higher. But now I'm $47 in the hole over here. Oh, I just needed a little more patience, I guess. Plumb out of patience. Completely unpredictable where price is going to go right now. ES did not take its low, NQ did. ES went back, NQ went back to 50 and pulled back. Man, I can't believe I'm $100 in the hole on this. NQ's got a long way to go to settlement. I'm going to do one more over here. Because if NQ starts dropping rapidly, it will outpace 2 of these. I've seen it move fast enough to actually get me in the green on this situation. wish I wasn't in a trade on this. I wish I would not have taken another trade, expecting those highs to get taken. I really, really wish I wouldn't have. Just because I don't want to sit here and watch it do this. That's the only reason. Not because I think I'm going to lose the trade or anything. I'm just bored to tears. Looking for structure in a market that has no structure. Let's do this. There, now we can see it all. Keep an eye on this number, making sure they're not getting too far out of line. You have a choice here, really. You can take the loss, or you can say, well, we've been ranging, so chances are we're not going to just fall out of bed here. Maybe we come down and we take these lows and then we go back to the top of the range. That would be the ideal situation, and then I would just take this one off when we take those lows, and then hopefully we pop back up to the highs. But right now it's doing nothing, and it's really pissing me off. This is the best London can do. Really, watching London and watching Asia, you get a really good idea of what New York is going to do, because they usually do the same thing. And so this is telling me I probably don't want to trade New York session tomorrow. It's a no news Monday. It's going to be a range trading type of day, most likely. I hope not. I would like to make some money tomorrow, but it's not looking promising. I'm a little worried about the 3-1, because up until now ES has been outpacing NQ on its moves. So right now ES is doing a good job of it's moving a little faster. So we're at 95, 90. So that's good. Get down there and take those stupid lows. This one would eventually overtake, and then that would be a 0 if we just kept falling. except Thursday, whenever we fell out of bed, it was a 4-to-1 ratio when we fell out of bed that day. So one NQ would have still outpaced. All right. We should get, when we take these lows, we took it over here already. Oh my gosh. Son of a gun. Really? Didn't take the low again. That was up $60 right there. And you're telling me you can trade a mini on this and get down $600 and then, or up $600 and all of a sudden you're in the hole. Yeah, right. Yeah, this position may be screwed. That, I mean, I was expecting it to take that, and I was gonna kill this just in case, and we bounced before it took it. So NQ's driving the bus right now. It took its low and bounced. It's a 40-point bounce. And look, because I'm heavy on this one, it's going to the moon and it's getting me further and further in the hole. It's going to go to the top of that range. If I can get a pullback to here, I'll probably kill, even though these didn't take the lows here. I need to take one of these off. It's already $82 in the hole. Look at that. Yeah, it's definitely outpacing. Yeah, that's what it does when it ranges. It's very hard to get your positions in and out because it just pops a low and then bounces right back up. We're going to take it. We're going to take it all in one 5-minute candle. We're not going to have any pullback whatsoever. I need to get one of these off, but I don't want to do it at the cost of $30. Jeez. Can we pull back a little ways, just like right here? I can't take it off right now, but I do need to take off one. Maybe I can get one out here. So we're short, so we need to buy one. A little pullback here. one, no, it's not going to pull back. Not much. But this one's definitely getting outpaced. ES normally does not move faster than NQ. 3 to 1 is usually pretty good. Back to this candle wick right here. $30. I'll be in 60 in the hole and realized loss if I took one off right there. Knowing that ES did not take it slow, and revisiting this area is most likely going to happen. But I can't endure getting in the hole 20, 30 bucks every bump. We could put another one of these on, and then we run the risk of it outpacing us to the downside. We'll try that, and we'll assume that these highs are going to get taken now. The best situation would have been to buy down here, but it ripped up so fast. I mean, what are you going to do? I think if we were to take the high of this end log right here, we should be able to get pretty close to even here. But see, now it's outpacing here. We're getting further and further in the hole. Be a really, really bad situation really quickly. I did this a couple of days ago and got $400 in the hole just trying to figure out where to kill things and where to crazy. At this point, I don't think I'm going to make anything on this trade, but if I can just mitigate my loss and get back to zero in this little box right here, I'd be happy. It looks like it's going the right direction. We can get out of this stupid range. It's just playing those quadrants. That's all it's doing. And ES has not taken its low. Bad sitch, bad sitch. This is the very best London can do. This is a computer delivering price, and it doesn't want to do anything. I guess this is what the holiday week's going to be like. We got CPI tomorrow, so maybe we'll have something happen. 1 minute chart. Maybe we take that low. It's just in another one of those ranges. It's just torture. Just wants to torture. Took the high of the range. Now we'll go take the low of the range. Maybe all the way down to here. Who knows? I would say 90% we offer down to this yellow line. But maybe I'm wrong. The macro's coming up in 2 minutes. 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute. So we should see a move here in the next few minutes. Hopefully we'll start working that upper quadrant. NQ is working the upper quadrant, and ES is working the lower quadrant. We're in the macro, and nothing is happening. This was a stupid position to take. If I could have killed it quickly enough, it would not have been a stupid position to take because it got me up $60. And I would be in a green button here and could mitigate that loss real easy. Hey, we're moving. We're moving. False alarm. Still got me the whole 170. What a yawn fest. Whoever is with me, thank you for hanging out. I think I'm going to take a chance here. Maybe when it gets down to the bottom of these wicks, take one of these off, hoping that it takes those highs. I think tomorrow in New York session is going to suck. I think it's going to be just like this, only a bigger range, big rips. There we go. A little further, a little further, a little further, a little further. There we go. See, it's outpacing it big time. If it continues to fall, I'm going to be in trouble. See, it's got me almost 200 in the hole now. You're telling me it wants nothing to do with these highs. I'm going to take a chance here. And I'm going to buy one of these back and increase my loss. But if we bounce, I'll be okay. If we don't bounce, I'm going to be in trouble. I'm just going to flatten it and go to bed. If it wants to come take these again, big trouble. I really think the top of this range needs to fall. And if that happens, I'll be okay. Oh, crap. Okay, start working my way. Start working my way. Good. 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 Keep going, please. Please. Come on, you can do better than that. Come on. That's the best rip you can put. Jiminy Christ. God bless America. This sucks. killed that son of a gun just as soon as it popped that high. Could have rebought here and been better off. horrible London price action. Excuse me. I don't know where this stuff's going. I think I just need to kill it. Jesus Christ. One and a half hours. Almost 2 solid hours in this range right here. Working that in log. Settlement. And won't take the highs. Will abso-freaking-lutely not take the highs. This is torture, guys. And I keep getting in on a short at the bottom of the range for some reason. I have zero faith that we're ever going to take these highs. Ever. But I am pretty sure that we're going to take these lows at some point. So maybe the best thing to do would be to concentrate on getting this one green. Maybe taking profit here and then letting this one ride to the lows again. I don't know. It's hard to say. So far everything I've clicked has been wrong. Almost got back to even once. certainly haven't even been close to being in profit. If NQ will zoom up there to those highs, which it looks like it's wanting to do, I can take off one of these right now. It'll be $20. And this will outpace it. It should get me close, but if it doesn't, then I gotta sell another one, and I'm gonna be in a jam. Because two ES will definitely not keep up with two NQs. This is not part of my trading plan, by the way. My trading plan was to wait until it got to that blue line or the red line, but not to get involved in this mess. Never part of the plan. $100 in the hole now. Can we get it back to even? Can we keep going up? For one time in our lives, can we keep going one direction for a minute? Can we do like this? I was actually not paying attention when we did this, because I could have killed it there and I would have been in the green on the night. And now here I am 2 hours later, sitting here waiting for something else to happen good. I mean, I can't leave it. I can't leave it 2 to 2 ratio overnight. I can't go back to bed with that. I could do a 3 to 2, possibly. And that would have been a perfect place to kill this one. I did it before. It went right to that level and then popped back just like it just now did. But I don't even think it took that high. That high is 628, and this high is 628. What about on the big contract? It did take it on the big contract right there. It took that high. Jiminy Christmas, this sucks. Sucks. I have no faith it's going any higher. None. It should take these highs over here. It should. But it isn't. It is freaking not. I want out. At this point, I don't even care if I make money. I just want out. Surely these London people will want to buy to cover as we're heading into lunch. You would think. This has been the most torturous London session I've ever been involved in, and I wish I would have never taken a position. Jesus Christ, look at that. Look at that. It's working those quadrants. If I could time them right, I could make $1 million in between every quadrant. It's going back to the bottom. It's going all the freaking way back to the bottom. Or maybe it's going to the top. We've offered down there like 20 times, guys. Let's go offer a little higher. Jiminy freaking Christ. No. Sometimes I just get so aggravated, I just kill it just because I don't want to watch it anymore. I don't care if I lose money or not, I just kill it. But I can't be that way because this is XFA. Let's do that. Now they'll pace a little better. If it decides to come back down, I'll make more money. I'm not even short at the highs. The highs are 50. Or long at the highs, rather. The highs are 50. And we can't even get back to it. I've never seen a market that can't get back to a 50. Not an NQ. 80 to 20 is a normal rotation. right here in this range. New York's about to open already. I just want out. Can we offer to the top of the new week opening gap, please? A new 30-minute candle forming. I can't take this crap anymore. This is awful. I hate trading. Hate it. You had me fooled there. I thought you were going somewhere. Are we in the macro? Oh, we're at 531. I know you can get to those highs. I know you can. Just get to the high of the range. I'm not even asking you to get anywhere else. Just get to the high of the range. Two hours I've been trying for that high right there. 2 hours. 2 hours. 30 minutes. 1 hour. 1 hour, 30 minutes. 2 hours. Jiminy freaking Christ. You gotta go somewhere else. 30-point range. I want out. Get me up there close, please. This time, push it up. Let's go take the highs. Let's go. Come on. You can do it. I have faith in you. We can do it this time. I just know it. Come on. Come on, algorithm. You can offer higher one time for me. Nope, not interested. Nope. I'm just gonna offer lower, is all. Oh, well maybe they'll offer higher. We're undecided. $190 loss. Do I just accept it and go back to bed? Or do I continue to let it? 'Cause if NQ fell out of bed, even with a 3-to-1 ratio, it would outpace ES. At the same time, ES is very likely to take those lows. I guess we're gonna have to wait until New York session to figure out how this position pans out. But I don't wanna wait that long. I don't believe it's going anywhere ever. And I don't want to go to bed and leave it on. I could, I guess, put a limit order to sell somewhere around there. But I'd have to put on a $1,700 stop loss on an account where I got $650. I can't believe this trash. I can't believe this trash. It's absolutely freaking awful. You could try doing that. Do they pace any better that way? Four to one, that's a 1-to-1 ratio. 2-to-1 ratio. Might be okay. There it goes, ripping up. Might want to put on the extra one. Maintaining a $200 loss. I can't afford to lose this account. So I can't just go to bed and leave it. But I'm not trading it well. My hypo is we do return down to here. We do. Definitely return back down to here. But we could go up 1,000,000 miles first. I just hate trading in these situations. This is not part of my trading plan. I have no reason to be in this trade. None. Other than I started a live stream. And I didn't want to just sit here with nothing on. $180 in the hole. I feel like I might be safe because I don't think it's going anywhere. But I can't take the chance. I just can't take the chance. If it moved up there, that would put me 200 in the hole, and yes. Assuming we're going to range back down. No. That is absolute freaking torture. 2 hours worth of absolute torture. pacing perfectly at a 2-to-1, and I'm not gaining any ground. Oh, I just keep screwing it up. Hey, we're doing something. Oh my gosh. Can we go to the high of the range? One time. Can we go to the high of the range? There we go. There we go. It's popping. It's popping. I can't really have that up there right now. Jesus Christ. Please tell me you're not going all the way back to the bottom. Gosh. I don't even know what to do with this at this point. I mean, if we start offering higher and we take these, are we going even higher? I gotta leave it in place until we have a reversal pattern. Can't take it off anticipating we fall out of bed. We're already back below 20. Now ES is going higher and then Q's going lower. It's getting even further out of whack. Jeez. Okay, I like it. I like it. Can we keep going? Yeah. I can't even see anymore. This was a big mistake. I'm gonna be too tired to trade New York. Never again. Never again. Oh my gosh, you son of a bitch.
This holiday, Verizon is helping you bundle up incredible gifts and savings. you'll get the latest phone with a new line on my plan, and a brand new smartwatch and tablet.
Fall right back down. Fall right back down. Don't you dare go up. Don't you dare take those highs. I definitely believe London wanted to work this in log. Don't you freaking dare go up. And watch ES take the highs and MQ won't take them and it falls out of bed. It gets me even further in the hole. It still wanted to go up. Fall back just a little. I'll put you right back on. Just fall back just a little. Just a little. Fall back just a little. Nope. $233 in the hole now. No fallback. No pullback whatsoever. After all this time of trying to break that range, we're not going to pull back. Every single wick we pull back. Every single one. Not this one. Not this one. There we go. Pull back. Dirt right skin. I gained nothing by killing this. Nothing. Won't even pull back to 50. back to this quadrant. Oh my God. I don't want any more to do with this. I'd rather accept my loss. I can't take another second of it. You can't take it not one more second. Not one more freaking second. $213. I might as well wait till it pops and lose 250, huh? The hypo was it goes to this end log and pulls back. And we're not seeing the pullback. It's not pulling back anytime soon. We're gonna keep offering higher. So I guess you gotta accept my loss. I just gotta accept my loss. Get back in that range. Get back in there. Come back to this quadrant right here. We won't even take the bottom of the range. This is just absolute torture. Absolute freaking torture. And that's New York right there. That's New York. Maybe I'll get lucky here. New York will go push us down to settlement or something. Maybe I'll get lucky. please. No, don't do that. Just keep going. Just keep going. Come on, New York. Do me a solid. Get me back to the bottom of that range. Right here. Relative equal lows, ES. Back to settlement. Come on. If we can't get past 40, I'm gonna have to kill it. 'Cause I already added one. Yeah, that's it. Jesus Christ. I can't catch a break. I'm already 228 in the hole. Come on, New York. Come on. You can do it. Let's get back to settlement here. Come on. Make a new low right here. No, we don't need to go that way. We need to go the other way. Nope. 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 There you go. That's better. Make a new low. Get us down to 30 again. We like 30. We were just hanging out at 30. We already went back up there. We don't need to go again. We already went there. We already went there. We do. No. I don't want to see another. I don't want to see this for another 2 hours. Please, no. Please. Begging the market to do what I want it to do. Alright, get into those 30s. There we go. There we go. Get in there. Let's get back to the halfway quadrant here. No, we don't want to wick it and go back up. We want to keep going. No. Oh, come on. I'm already further in the hole than I like to be on any position. $50 is my max loss. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it. No mas. I'm crying, uncle. Dip into the 40s. Wick it out. Go up. Take that wick. It's absolutely refusing to offer lower. 222 in the hole. I can't take that type of drawdown. Even if we make it down to settlement, what are we getting? $151. I'll take $151, but I just don't think we're going there right now. We have made no effort to push lower. We validated a breaker to the downside, and we are expecting it. We're just not leaving town. Gotta leave town, New York. We gotta leave town. $2. We're in that range. 2 hours. Can we just go spend another 10 minutes? Just 10 more minutes? Or 1 minute? I'd be okay with 1 minute. Just whip down there. Let me kill this position. I can't do it anymore. I just can't do it anymore. 2 a.m. I started this. 2 a.m. Oh my god. No. It's offering to the top of the end log. I guarantee it. Now I'm 272 in the hole. I can't take it. Not one more second. Nope. I mean, I might as well go long here and try to get some of my money back, but I just can't take not one more second of sitting here. No. Nope. It's been 4 hours of nothing but straight loss. I'm going to stick to my trading plan where I take a trade up here or down here, and I do not mess around in here anymore. That's ridiculous. I have to have a reminder every single week. I can't not take this stupid garbage trades every week. I do the same stupid stuff, and yeah, and this is what happens. This is what happens. So maybe one of these days I'll learn to leave it alone. There's no way to predict anything in any of this garbage. These quadrants may mean something to somebody, but they mean nothing to me. This position is going to go my way. No, I have no doubt about it. But I just can't take it anymore. I would rather take the loss. I know I can make money here, and I know I can make money here. But I know I cannot make money here. So that's it for me, guys.